Hello and welcome to the Philippines. We're taking a tricycle ride to Mabua-Ipil Rock Beach. Very unique rock beach. The rocks have been formed by the constant pounding of the sea, is what I've read. And they've got a rock beach and a stone beach very near it. And the ride in is pretty interesting. We're off the main road. We're going parallel to the sea coast here, and lots of people walking. Must have been just getting out of school. Lots of kids out there walking. You'll notice off to the left as we go along here, lots of little huts or what they call cottages oftentimes that you can rent out for a little bit of a few pesos and hold your picnics and gatherings down there. There are a number of resorts back in here. A couple signs for room for rent, apartment for rent back in here. And this happens to be about 30-minute tricycle ride west, I believe, out of Surigao City. I let my Filipina friend do all the negotiating with the tricycle driver. She was advised by locals about what it should cost and let her do all the negotiating. The driver kept looking at me like I was just going to say, yeah, just pay him whatever he wants. But I let her do the negotiating, and I think she came up with I think it was a very fair price for him and for us as well. Some new buildings back here. This is not a sand beach along the coast here, but they've got these long stretches of rounded rock, and rather unique, and I'll give you a real close-up view of that when we get down to the beach area where we stop. You can see by the trees blowing probably that we had a pretty good breeze out there that afternoon. I think a lot of these people probably go into the city, Surigao City, to do a lot of their big shopping. Maybe once a week or once every other week. But there's lots of little stores they call sari-sari stores out here, where you can buy some of your fruits and vegetables, eggs. I'm sure they've got lots of chickens out here producing a lot of the eggs that they would be using. Quite a few fishing boats in different areas out here, so they're probably bringing in fresh fish almost every day anyway, I would guess. Our tricycle driver wanted to charge us quite a bit extra to stay out here and wait for us for when we wanted to return. We actually weren't out there that long. But my Filipina friend thought that was too high an asking price, so we just told him to go. He actually did hang around there thinking that we were going to change our mind. And she told him no, she wasn't going to pay that much. And we walked maybe a block or so before another tricycle driver come up and gave us the fair price to take us back into town, Surigao City. Free-range chickens are fine until they get out in the traffic lanes. I think up here a bit, I don't know if the chicken made it or not. He was underneath the center of the vehicle when we went over, and I couldn't tell whether he survived that incident with the tricycle or not. This street would be extremely dark in the evening. You'd have dogs and children and chickens and who knows what else out there. Tricycles and bicycles with no lights on a lot of the times. And there's the sea just to our left. Children are always a hazard, especially those really little children. You really don't know what they're going to do next. Dart out in traffic. We were a little bit rushed on this trip. We spent a couple days in Surigao and surrounding areas. Oh, that was the chicken right there. And saw a number of things. We could have easily spent another day or two and seen much more. And keep that in mind. It's here we are at our destination, the end of the road, so to speak. Mount Bagaraban Beach Hotel.